only chance is if Israel takes the initiative. Israel has been much too passive in these negotiations from day one, and I think it's time to demand from Israel to initiate an offer to Hamas that they cannot refuse. Israel is holding more than 7,600 Palestinian prisoners. These should be seen as bargaining chips in order to bring as many hostages home as possible. And while I don't think that Israeli society is ready for the all-for-all deal, all the hostages for all the prisoners, I think that a significant offer could be made to Hamas by Israel to release a large number of prisoners in exchange for all the civilian hostages, the young women, the elderly people, the sick, the wounded, the bodies that they are holding. And Israel should publish the names of the prisoners that it's willing to release in order to create pressure for the first time on Palestinian society in the West Bank, in Gaza, in the prisons. Let us use psychological warfare against Hamas, and not only Hamas, against us.
Yeah, and there are growing voices inside Israel who are saying this, but let me just offer one explanation. As you well know, in the previous deal, more than 1,000 of prisoners were released by Prime Minister Netanyahu, including the current leadership, including Yahya Sinwar of Hamas. So that's a bit of a trauma for him, I guess.
It is a trauma, but let's face it, as long as this conflict continues, as long as the Palestinian people do not have freedom, liberation, and a life of dignity, there will be Palestinians willing to fight and die in order to achieve that. Yahya Sinwar is one person, but there are lots of potential Yahya Sinwars out there as long as this conflict continues. So we need to first bring the hostages home. We need to ensure that Hamas never can rule Gaza again. And then we need to be serious about putting an end to this conflict by entering into a genuine negotiation for a two-state solution. These things all go together. Otherwise, this is just another horrible chapter in a 100-year war that we've been fighting endlessly. It needs to look forward to a new day, a new page, a new beginning.